Oké, jongens, ik ben hier met Tim Kimura. En Tim Kimura weet alles over trail. Hij komt uit Amerika, dus we doen het interview in het Engels. Maar ik dacht, ik introduceer hem een beetje in het Nederlands.
My name is Tim Kimura, and I'm the man of trail, the MOT, Tim the Trail Man. I'm from Oak Point, Texas, which is by Dallas, Texas. I design all the courses throughout the world for the AQHA, APHA, NSBA. So I draw quite a few courses and then come to Europe. I do the Euro paints and stuff, and there's several shows I do out here. There's a Rome show, there's a show here in Netherlands.
Yeah.
I have a kind of a podcast on Facebook called Keeping It Real Show. Yeah, so I came here, we did clinicking the first day before the horse show started, and then we've been doing showing for 3 days, and then that's the first round. Then we have a jackpot trail on Friday night, and then we do another round of trail with Brad and Becky George out here judging.
For the people who does not really know what trail is, can you tell us really short what it is?
Yeah, it's kind of like an agility course. Like, dog agility is fast, but horses, how I draw my patterns, how we do it, it's like dancing over these poles, okay? Like you show the transitions, show that how your horse steers, how he backs, he works the gait, It's not like ranch trail, because we have now a ranch trail, which is more like obstacles you would see out more in the field, okay? I call it city trail now. We call it city trail because it's about transitioning from a faster gear to a slower gear, turning more turns, more the gait. A lot of agility stuff, jogovers, lopovers, walkovers. But and then they judge on how well they go over the poles. How smooth they do it, how smooth they travel, how well they turn. And I let them onto the dance floor. I let them do a little bit of the dance, and then the dance becomes a little harder. And then it's kind of slow dancing at the end, and very structured and very, the beat. Like the course has a tempo, right?
Yeah.
It starts. Then it's like easy, like a course. Then it amps up again. I have like different playlists on my phone that I use when I draw. Just there's songs I really like Elton John. I really like Elton John. Have a good playlist. Have a good 4/4 beat playlist that you feel the rhythm, because trotting is 2 beat, walking is 4 beat, loping is a 3 beat, like that. But I mean, if you have something that's very melody, tempos, make you stay in your zone, inside your bubble a little bit, it makes it real easy to feel the course a little bit.
Because of you traveling the whole world with trail, how did the Dutchies do?
In America, like we have a horse show every week. That's why I'm so busy all the time. So because we have so many shows throughout the whole year, starting from Christmas to the whole year, that our horses have more chances to do the patterns all the time. So they advance a little bit faster than the horses in Europe. But definitely, like there's a top 15-20% of the horses here are very good. They can probably come to America and ride with us. Then there's a little gap, because I think those horses just don't get to go to so many horse shows. Okay, and I designed quite a few courses. Like my courses are like a music, like song, like the Beatles, the Eagles. They have a flavor. They have a sound of how it does it. So Beach Boys, I don't know. Like I listen to music all the time when I draw, and so because I feel like it's choreographing all the time. Like I can visualize this horse going over the poles and transition. It has to have that 4/4 beat tempo and stuff like that. So that's how I do my thing. But like I said, the quality of the horses here are great. I mean, they do very well. They like it. They really like me to come out here and do my patterns, and they want it a little bit harder. So it's good. Yeah, it's a good thing.
But do you design your trail courses different for each country?
So the thing I learned a long time ago is when you design a course, you have to know the level of the competition. And so I'm just going to tell you, I make it challenging for the top third of the class, I make it educational for the bottom or middle third of the class, and I make it safe for the bottom third of the class. So you make this course so it suffices different divisions, okay? But you have to know like the quality here, and you got to know the size of the arena and how many poles they have. And so if you do that, it makes it easier to judge. Because you don't want everyone to be good, you don't want everyone to be bad. You want everyone to have their position in the class. So it's interesting. But like the more I come to Europe and the more I come to the place where I have to design, I understand how much I can do, and what divisions are stronger. Like if it's the open, or what for their green class, what it needs, what for the junior, for the amateur selects, youth. You figure out what level the competition is, and then you figure out what course would fit best for them. And so like this is my 3rd year here at the Netherlands. So and I've done some Belgian championships and other things like that. So I get how much course I can put. So and then you make it so they have fun.
Yeah, that's
if they have fun and they feel like they had a fair chance of showing their horse on that course, they'll always come back. if it's too hard, too easy, they won't like it.
Yeah.
But it's the right recipe, okay, to do that. It's like a puzzle. Someone asked me, how do you start? I said, well, I find a piece that I like, like if I like this section here, and then I wouldn't have this section to start with, and then I kind of build the left side of the arena, and then the puzzle just kind of gets put together. Like, you had to learn how to get the right combination of obstacles. When you travel to Europe, you have a lot more roundabouts, or if you go to London, you're going the wrong direction. Very good eye-opening for me. Like, I see visions all the time. Like, I see symmetrical objects in the airports all the time, or in the stores where I go to Europe and stuff like that. It's interesting what I see, and then I can say, oh, that looks like an obstacle. And then I take that home, and I start with that piece, and then I build around that piece.
You're not the only one flew from somewhere America.
Right, we have a couple of judges. Bill Caven's here for NSBA. I'm here. Brad Jewett and Becky George from, just we're all from Texas, okay? So it's kind of funny. We're all the Texans over here.
We're almost neighbors.
Yeah, for sure. We're definitely close to each other. And like I said, it's funny because Brad and I do our little podcast all the time together. So he laughs today. I can hear you laughing, So anyways, the bottom line is when you come to a horse show that you have fun, you enjoy practicing, you enjoy showing, and then you want to come back.
Yeah.
It's all an experience is what you're looking for. In America, sometimes your classes are too big now. And it takes too long of a day. And then you don't have time to practice for the next day. Here, right now it's a good size. It's big enough that it's nice size. I see growth in the horse shows every year that I come back to Europe. European Championships, the paint championships here, or the Rome show that's coming up. It's NSBA also. It's fun. I mean, it's neat for me. It's a good break from staying in America. That's why I like to come to Europe and check it out over here.
Is there one last tip you will give, like a Dutch rider who just started with trail?
Even on my clinics this week, I talk about how you prepare your horse to go show or school. What exercise did you do to plan to do the obstacles or the course? I mean, transitions is a big thing that I talk about in my clinics all the time. Can you do the walk to trot? Can you do lope to trot, trot to lope? Sometimes you can do the poles, but you're a little weak on the transitions, and you need to practice that. Another good friend is Mark Schaefer, and I clinic with him a lot, and we talk about transitions all the time, how important it is that you're accurate on how you do it. So I think how you warm up and how you practice your transitions and then go to the pole. So those are the things I talk about all the time.
Okay, and that's the way to go.
Yeah, like I said, make sure you have good transitions.
Yeah.
Make sure your horse is warmed up properly. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you do stretching, you do some cardio, you do some strength stuff before you even try to tackle the poles. Like people just come out here and they move around and they're addicted to going to the poles. I said, you need to prepare your horse like a gymnasium, like you're going to the gym to do a workout, because trail is very mentally and physically. If you're not in the right position, you're going to suffer and you're going to get frustrated. I see that all the time. I said, well, you got to prepare to go take the test. I'm the test person. I make the test of the course, and then I give you the answers and how to study, and then you need to take the test. So.
Okay, thanks. That's a good tip,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
And have fun this week.
Thank you.